Yes, and more Muta action now as Naugrim comes and just tries to poke into the base, trying to find a weak building or something that he can just snipe and get back out. And Naugrim now taking his second expansion over at the, what do you call that, the right position?
I guess second natural, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I've said second natural like 5 times already, so I was trying to find another word for it. But that's what you get for not having English as your native language. But able to snipe that cannon, that was really nice. Now we can poke freely at that, and most importantly, he now forces ZpuX to stay in his natural or his main with his main force. And isn't that like the whole purpose with this harassment from Naugrim right now?
It's one of the bigger purposes of Mutalist harass for sure. We also see ZpuX getting a bit supply block, making 7 pylons at once just to make his supply go way up so we don't get supply blocked once again.
Yeah, because we have to remember ZpuX is not usually playing this race. He's actually Zerg, but making quite a stand for himself so far in this game. But yeah, going back to that motivation of getting the mutas in this stage, just look at Naugrim now. He's able to saturate his natural fully and also take this second natural expansion just because the pressure he put down with the Mutalisks.
Yes, and we can see that Naugrim's drone count is way above the ZpuX probe count with about 20 supply overall. So his economy is really good at this stage. But it looks like ZpuX is going to take his third base sooner rather than later.
That's true. Now we see ZpuX poking up in the second natural of Naugrim and poking back down. It's really a look at that Hydra army now building up for Naugrim. We see a +1 armor upgrade on the Zerg units, and we see +1 attack for our Protoss player. It feels weird to say Protoss player about ZpuX, but I guess that's just the way things are now.
For this game, at least.
Yeah, for this game. Maybe we'll see more. I actually asked ZpuX, is this like a tournament viable race for you? And he was kind of avoiding that question pretty heavily, so I'm not sure he is, but he's for sure practicing. Of all the replays I got, he actually played about, I would say 10% Protoss, so he's definitely working on it. Big attack now coming here from ZpuX, but I'm not sure if he's going to commit to it. Looks like he's just sniping tumors. That's really important in this game, isn't it?
The tumors has been more and more viable and almost necessary for a Zerg player to get that creep out on the map to make the unit movement much easier and more fluent. So in countermeasures, more and more Terran and Protoss player has been doing a good job with sniping those and keeping the creep back, making their army a bit more mobile instead.
Yeah, and ZpuX now working up a couple of Colossus now in his army, which is, against this unit composition, really nice. The Hydralisk being light units, so taking really nice, sweet damage from the Colossus.
Yeah, that's true. And Naugrim doing a decent counter with a handful of corruptors to snipe those massive Colossus units, also counters air.
And a bit of a sandwich here by Naugrim. I really like that. Coming with the corruptors from one side and then the Hydras from the bottom, really nice, forcing ZpuX to return to his natural and reinforce. I'm surprised to see so few sentries from ZpuX.
ZpuX has made a lot of Stalkers and sentries. Stalker Colossus is so gas heavy, he hasn't been able to get out those sentries to support that unit composition.
Big mistake here by Naugrim, moving all the corruptors into 5 cannons and about 1 million stalkers, losing everyone but 2. That's really bad, and that's really gonna look good for the production of these this 2 robotic facility pumping Colossus.
Yeah, most definitely, and ZpuX is always also upgraded that external thermal lance, so it's so important upgrade for the Colossus, making the range 9 instead of 5. Both players doing a decent job upgrading their units. As we can see, both players got attack and armor upgrades on their ground units.
Yes, indeed, and I think this composition we see from Naugrim is really nice. I really like the Hydra Roach Corruptor against this very ground heavy and warp gate heavy army from ZpuX.
Yeah, it's a good choice, a choice that many Zerg players has been going for. But the problem is when the Protoss player gets enough Colossus and also Stalkers with maybe Blink and those Sentry force fields, they can just make the ground forces for the Protoss, for the Zerg player to be too far away from the army itself to do any damage, and the Colossus can easily snipe the units while the Sentry and Stalkers focus down those Corruptors. So it depends much on micro and positioning for the both players.
Indeed, but did you see all those drones get annihilated by the Colossus there? That was just a ton of drones just getting super sniped by these Colossus. One beam just killed like 10 drones or something. The yellow gold expansion was almost fully saturated. And look at this huge army now coming in from ZpuX trying to kill off this natural expansion, second natural of Naugrim, and not even trying to defend it, as Naugrim's just giving that up, sitting with his... oh, look at that! I totally missed... oh, Naugrim is sniping the second natural of ZpuX, so that was probably a reaction by ZpuX to kill Naugrim's second natural as well. And now big push here coming into the natural, and it looks like, oh, look at these spine crawlers taking forever to burrow down, and here comes the army now from Naugrim, just trying to position himself really well for this attack, because he knows that this is super important. And here comes the Corruptors trying to snipe the Colossus, and nice force fields there, and you see some nice fungal growth coming down from the Infestors. This is looking really nice for Naugrim, being able to defend this really nicely without losing his natural.
Yeah, Naugrim did a good job there. The base created the second naturals. Also, Naugrim micro those Corruptors with the corruption ability on those Colossus to make them take more damage, also position his units well. So even though ZpuX did a great job with those force fields, he could just focus down that army and kill it off. So it all depends on the next few minutes of the game who will take this match home.
That's true, and right now I think Naugrim is looking perfect, being able to deny this second natural of ZpuX at the same time as he's laying down his own. So that might be the breaking point in this game. But look at those Corruptors again going a bit too long and losing some of them. I think that's a bit of a miss micro there.
Maybe, but at the same time he could use that corruption ability once again and snipe two Colossus, and it's so important to keep that Colossus number down.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If the Protoss player get around 5-6, they can just one-shot every target unit.
Very true, very true. And look here, we got the Broodlords now rolling in for Naugrim. But having that many Stalkers against 3 Broodlords here, I'm not too sure about the success of those. One going down. And these are really expensive, these Broodlords here, and no chance. Total waste, in my opinion, from Naugrim to send those Broodlords out. But
yeah, I think he should have used them a bit more defensively in that position.
Yeah, for sure. Look at this. A million drones now going to the second natural to try to long range mine from the minerals there. Let's see. I don't see any units from Naugrim. 2 Hydralisk, 1 Roach.
Yeah, that's basically his whole army at this point.
Wow. 43 food against 87 for ZpuX. 87? Shouldn't ZpuX use this moment right now?
Yeah, most definitely, but he probably don't know how much units Naugrim has.
Of course not. Of course not. And he's look at these drones. Oh my god. Build a Nexus already, buddy.